What is up, Chad? How's everybody doing today? We're going to talk about Xbox 360. It's 6:30 p.m. here in India, and it's Friday 29. Every video we, as a YouTuber, everyone just wants like, oh, I should get views. I should get a lot of people subscribing to my channels. I don't care how many people are going to watch this video. I don't know how many people are going to subscribe. This certain video is just gonna be me ranting about Xbox 360 and how much I adore it. Xbox 360 in 2026 is the console that everybody need to own and get on Xbox 360 lobbies and fill them up because we all know how modern gaming is going. We are absolutely, I don't know, modern gaming is like declining, bro. Just look at Xbox 360 game library, look at PlayStation 3 game library, look at PlayStation 4 game library, and then look at the PlayStation 5 game library or Xbox Series S. You remember those videos that we used to watch on YouTube, the next Xbox 720. This is how it's gonna be in future. Yeah, that's what I want. Like simple. Keep it simple, guys. Microsoft, keep it simple. Just before I start the video, I want to say this isn't this video is not coming out of my nostalgia factor. Me growing up in India, I didn't have an Xbox 360 or PlayStation. Like Xbox 360 was released in 2005, and bro, I was still playing the NES until 2004. Like 2005, I think I was still playing my NES games. And that too, not like an original NES. I was playing on a bootleg Chinese system. So you all know where I'm coming from. I cannot afford video games. Back as a kid growing up, I couldn't afford. And Xbox back then costed somewhere around like 35,000. Impossible to. I couldn't even dream about it. Like so, I was 17 years old, and that was the first time I lay my eyes on a Xbox 360 at a music shop, and I saw the price, and I was like, bruh, I don't think I can afford this in like even in next 5 years. I was studying, I was in college. Even if I do like like a part-time job, I wouldn't be able to make that much money to buy an Xbox 360 back in 2007, 2008ish. Hell, 2009. I will not be able to afford that. So gave up on that. I was still playing on my friend's PlayStation 2. He had a PlayStation, so I was just busy on that. And also I was busy playing like Diablo 2 on PC. Like you can just pay 20 rupees and you can just sit in a cyber and play whatever games that you want. So that's how I finished like a lot of games. I played Diablo, Most Wanted, Diablo 2, CS 1.6, Halo, I think the first one, not the second and third. I didn't play those. I just played the first one. So yeah, a lot of us also, yeah, Quake. We are playing a lot of Quake. We are playing a lot of Unreal Tournament. That was the kind of games I was actually busy with. And then in 2008 end, I bought myself a PlayStation Portable. Somehow gathered money and I bought it. And that was like kind of cheap compared to Xbox 360. I was able to afford one. After my graduation, I came to a new city. I was in a metro city, and that's where I saw like a lot of people were actually using 7th generation of console, PlayStation 3 and Xbox 360. That was kind of common over here. And I got into like my friend owned an Xbox 360 and he introduced me to Call of Duty Black Ops 2, Red Dead Redemption 1, Halo Reach, Halo 4, a lot many more like single player games. So I borrowed his Xbox 360, and that's where I kind of fell in love with Xbox 360. But still, it was like 2012, I guess. I was still studying. I was still doing some art. I was into art and stuff. So I was actually spending more of my time in developing those skills. So I didn't have much time to play video games. So I was like, it was keeping it at a minimal. So I used to borrow my friend's Xbox 360. I ended up playing some games. I borrowed it for like 2 weeks or something. I just played like Call of Duty Black Ops 2. I played a little bit of Gears, Resident Evil 6. So I completed that game on his system, and I gave the system back to him. And I always like on the back of my head, like I always wanted to own an Xbox 360 because it is so fluid. The community is so convenient to add people, and people are friendly on Xbox compared to people on PlayStation 3 and mostly on PlayStations. Like people will add you on the system, but will never play with you. They'll never invite you. They'll just add you for fuck's sake. So in 2016, I got myself my first console, PlayStation 4, with Last of Us, and I played like a lot of it. And I totally forgot for a moment. I totally forgot about Xbox 360, and then the time passed again, and and I bought a Xbox 360 in 2024. That late. I waited that long, and I think I regret it. But here's the thing, I didn't make any memories with Xbox 360, and I'm making those memories now at this point in 2024 to 2025, 2026. I'm making those memories now. And I totally understand people's sentiments. Like, this is not coming out of nostalgia. I don't have any nostalgia connected with Xbox 360. I may have nostalgia coming 5 years if the system is no more alive, and then I might have nostalgia for these years. But like, compared to a lot of people on YouTube who already have like nostalgia when they're growing up in 2005, 2006, like the mid 2000 stuff. So I forgot to tell you something, right? I bought a PlayStation 4 and then also bought a PlayStation 5 at launch. PlayStation 4 was fine. The PlayStation 5 is like absolute garbage, but it's a filler console. There are no games on it. Like, compare the game library, the quality and the number of games that we have for the system right now. Half the games on the system are absolute trash. So now, like, after using this system for almost like 3 years, I understand like why so many people actually still love it in 2026. And I'm one of them now. I really love this system. I really love the system over my PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5. Like, I'm a Nintendo guy, and I would say this is way much better than any of the Nintendo systems that I played. And this is going to be one of the system that I'm gonna play for a long time, as long as the games are alive on the system, which they are going to be, because Microsoft is now trying to preserve these games, and most of these games are backwards compatible. No matter if they stop the support on Xbox 360s, I would probably move to like Xbox One X, which is like the best one right now. So for now, in 2026, I'm just enjoying this system. Even though it has limited capabilities, I cannot access the shop. I cannot have a lot of people compared to how they were actually playing back in 2005. I'm still enjoying interacting with people and making new friends on Xbox 360, even in 2026. And the reason is because the people that are still playing are some of the best ones and most dedicated members of Xbox 360 community. They are also the ones that are trying to keep the system alive and also welcoming new people into the community. Right now, the 360 community is pretty small, and to keep this game alive, people do need a lot more people coming into Xbox 360. So we are seeing a lot of people who are actually trying to revive some of these games, mainly Halo games. You need to hack your Xbox 360 to actually play some of these games, but they have also created a Discord channel where you can just post your gamer tags and request someone to join or someone to send you an invite to the game, and you can definitely play Halo 3 or Reach without modding your consoles, if that's something that you want. If I had gotten into the system early on, like anyone else, I think I wouldn't have enjoyed it as much, because the community is big, and when the community is big, people don't actually value it. When something is easily available, easily accessible, people don't actually value it. We value something that we are about to lose, and that's when the market shut down. Everybody started getting on Xbox 360 again to play some of these games for the last time, or even purchase some of these games that are available on the marketplace. By the way, I purchased my Xbox 360 off CEX, and I got pretty good deal. I got it for somewhere around, like, total I bought 2 games and 250 GB hard drive and 2 controllers. I got the whole deal for somewhere on like $120 total. I think Nintendo systems have the best designs. Even though some of them are very bulky, they still look the best. They look the cutest, and I think Xbox 360 is one of them. Xbox 360 does look like a DVD drive, but it's one of the most beautiful designed system by Microsoft. The Xbox 360 controller is one of the best. I would say, like, if I compare it with some of the best controllers, I would say GameCube controller being the top one for me. Then comes the Xbox 360, and then the rest, PlayStation 5 controller, and yeah, and then the rest everything. And so these three are my top favorite controller. So when I bought this console back in 2024, I would usually see like at least 500 to 1,000 people on Call of Duty Black Ops during the weekdays, and on weekends they would go somewhere on like 1,200 to 1,000, somewhere between that. And now I'm clearly seeing a huge decline. I think people have moved on. I don't know, because it's an old game. So right now, whenever I come online, I'm trying to play like Black Ops 3. I usually find only 100 and 150 people in multiplayer, and rest everyone is actually playing zombies. As soon as something new is out, we just rush to buy it. And I don't think that is actually needed. You can enjoy the games from your generation, because if you go to see a lot of old people now, they don't listen to newer latest music, or they don't watch latest movies. They watch those movies and listen to the music that they grew up listening to or watching. So I think video games is also something very similar. You play those games. As you get older, you come back to the system that you grew up playing, and that's where the fun and the happiness lies for you as a person. Now, this, I'm not generalizing this. I'm just saying if you're tired of modern gaming, maybe that's the reason. It's just that you need to come back to the system that you grew up playing. So maybe you need to get back to the generation that you grew up playing with. And it took me really long time to realize that that's because I was so exhausted with these modern games and the stories and the that I finally bought an Xbox 360. Like, and I'm feeling that excitement as a teenager, or that excitement for video games seeping back into me. I have started collecting uh Xbox 360 games. I have like somewhere around like 8 games as of now, and I've ordered 2 more. So Call of Duty Ghost and Halo Reach is on the way. So I'm so excited. Like, it feels like I'm a teenager again. And that's the feeling the console should give you, no matter the age. Yeah, so that's my rant on Xbox 360. I feel like I found my comfort zone. All right, so I think that's it for this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. And I'm really glad if you stuck around till the end. So thank you for that, and I'll see you guys in another one. Peace.